over Texas
Okay.
Tech. I don't like Texas Tech either. Okay. I'm not a big fan of them. I know they're 4th in the nation defensively. That's on paper. That's because that's scheduled. We see how they played against Kansas a couple times.
Yeah, we'll find out tonight. We'll find out.
Okay. Let's go a little bit. Let's turn to the NBA a little bit. Are the Rockets... Not the Rockets. The Raptors. We know the Rockets are a championship contender. Are the Raptors a legit contender? We saw what LeBron did to them Wednesday night. He didn't even have a turnover. 35 points, 17 assists. It was crazy. Are they a contender?
You know, I've gone back and forth on this on a few times since... when did the Raptors play the Magic? Was that Tuesday? Tuesday night? Monday or Tuesday, whatever it was?
You said the Mavericks?
Not the Mavericks. The Raptors.
When they played who?
They played the Magic this past Tuesday night or whatever it
Tuesday.
was. I watched that game. I thought the Raptors played a solid game there. I was really impressed with them. And then, like you said, you see them play the Cavs the other night. King James, man, that guy just put it down on him. It's like that guy doesn't age. It's insane. I think Toronto probably gonna. I guess that'll be Eastern Conference Championship right there between the 3 of those teams or whatever. Winning the whole thing, I don't see anybody beating Houston right now. That's me.
Yeah, I feel that take right there. I'm saying the Raptors, are they a legit championship contender? Yes. Why?
They'll make the final. I can see them making the final.
I'm going to tell you why they're a contender. They're a contender with the Celtics, and then I have a third, the Cavs. Even though the Cavs won, LeBron had a hell of a game. I mean, he didn't turn the ball over, so to me...
What did he have, like 32, 33
points? It was 35 points, 17 assists, and no turnovers. But let me get to the Cavs real quick. Since the Cavs are so weak, from my perspective, the Raptors are a contender. When the Celtics get healthy, they're going to be the favorite.
That's the thing, is Kyrie Irving going to be able to come back? Because he went for that second opinion, and it seems like that knee injury might be a little more than what is being portrayed.
Exactly, and that's going to be a key. If Kyrie somehow, some way, I've seen some reports out there that second opinion, he might need some surgery depending on what they want to do. It could be serious.
Yeah,
now, if it's more serious than we think, the Raptors are a shoo-in to the finals. Cavs don't have enough to me. Jordan Clarkson, not a big fan. George Hill.
It's just so hard for me to bet against LeBron James. It really is. I just have a hard time doing it.
I'm off the bandwagon. I'm off the Cavs.
You're off?
I'm on the Raptors right now.
I would like to see it. I think it would be great for the NBA because for the last 3, 4, 5 years, it's been the same freaking teams every single year, except it's getting a little old. So I would actually love to see our Rockets-Raptors finals. I think that would be cool.
Okay. Is tanking in the NBA effective, and which team is likely to get the first pick in the draft? Let me start with my take on this. The Suns are terrible. They've done a pretty good job tanking. They need a big man, so they're going to go ahead and get that kid from Arizona, DeAndre Ayton. Great offensively, didn't really do much.
Phoenix is bad. Look at the Bulls. They're not even putting people on the airplane.
Oh, Phoenix is terrible.
They're not even traveling.
Phoenix is so bad. I was watching a Thursday night game with my friend. I will never forget this. I thought I was just... I don't know. I thought I was like half asleep. I'm like, I got 9 points at the end of the first. 9 points?
9 points in the NBA.
9 points in today's NBA. I could score more than 9 points. Come on, man.
Exactly.
At the end of the first quarter, you had 9 points against
I put up 9 points at LA Fitness the other day.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. I'm like, the Suns are bad and they're old. I look at Tyson Chandler, I'm like, wow, it's like my dad's age. I mean, they got Devin Booker. I like Devin Booker.
You like Devin Booker?
Scores, he's young. He's like my age, right? I like players like that, but Josh Jackson, he can be good. I'm iffy with him. He's young. He's from Kansas, right? From Kansas. I like what I saw him in Kansas, but I like a lot of players from Kansas. So we'll see what he can do, but they need a big, so DeAndre Ayton should go to the Suns. You know, the lottery, it gets lucky, but he'll go to the Suns. What do you think?
Look, I'm over this whole tanking in the NBA. It's gotten out of control. I read an article the other day that NBA GMs and coaches are using reverse analytics now to decide or determine what are the worst players to put on the court. That's how bad tanking is. Something needs to do. Adam Silver needs to do something here. I read an interesting article on SI. I've heard some different people talking about doing the 16 teams at the bottom, doing a tournament style where it's a one game, kind of like March Madness, and the two teams who get to the final, the team who wins get the 8th seed in the playoffs and the number 1 draft pick. So it gives teams an incentive to not tank, because it's horrible, man. I mean, seriously, like the Chicago Bulls, they are not even traveling their star players. They're just saying, stay home, season's over. I'm over it, man.
Hold on, man. I'm going to say this. Adam Silver, the NBA, Jansen's take on it right now. I'm promoting tanking.
You're all for tanking?
I'm for tanking. The Phoenix Suns, I'm looking to sign a 10-day contract. And I'm going to be in the starting lineup.
Come on.
It's going to be me, Tyson Chandler, Devin Booker. He'll take 10 shots or something like that. Look at his points.
Hey, you know
we're taking.
Why are you leaving me out?
We're signing Keith too.
They call me Spud Ippolito, bro.
Exactly, Spud Ippolito. Tanking is part of the nature of the game. Look at what the Sixers did with the tanking. It's a beautiful thing.
See, all right. See, that worked. But that is an anomaly.
You gotta tank.
Look at all these teams.
And Phoenix has a great excuse.
Bottom of the barrel. They're just not doing anything.
And Phoenix has a great excuse. They can pull. We're playing in the West. We're playing in the West. Every other game is against a great team. That's what they're pulling.
No. This tanking is garbage. They got to do something, man. It's out of control. Out of control.
They say if you're not cheating, you ain't trying. If you're not taking, you ain't trying. But let's get to a guy who should go in the top 10, Trae Young. We saw it happen to Oklahoma. They lost in the first round. Unfortunately, I want to see Trae Young just go ahead and score, do a Steph Curry type of thing.
Yeah.
His career's over at Oklahoma, though, unfortunately. He's projected to go in the top 10. How good do you think he could be? We talked about this on prior shows for a little break. How good can he be?
I think he has the potential to be a stud player. I think he has a lot of maturing and growing up to do. I mean, there's no denying the start he got off to in the beginning of the season, and then he kind of fizzled out at the end of December when teams kind of started to figure out how to defend him, double team him, and all that sort of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, phenomenal player, looks, can dribble, shoot like Curry, deep range, 27 points, 8 assists a game. I mean, the kid is just a 3-point monster. It's hard to argue against that, but he has some things to work on his game, some mechanics, but the potential's there for him to be a stud.
Okay, that's cool. Superstar on the next level. This kid needs to be taken. He's going to go to the Knicks. If the Knicks are smart, they passed up. I remember Steph Curry was coming out. I was like, please, Knicks, go get Steph Curry. They made an announcement.
If he values his career, don't go to the Knicks.
Hold on.
That's like the Cleveland Browns of the NBA.
Let me finish. He needs to go to the Knicks. Led the NCAA in both scoring and assists. He had more points than Kevin Durant and Michael Beasley, who were just monsters in the Big 12. I'm telling you, this kid is going to be a superstar. The Knicks, if they're smart, they'll go get him. He's not going to go in the top 5 like I think he should go in the top 5 because he has that type of ability.
I don't think he's top 5.
Let me finish. He had no type of team in Oklahoma, literally doing everything. Defensively, assist game, scoring, shooting from deep range. This kid is an NBA player last year. He came out of nowhere. To me, I'm like, wow, he could play for the Knicks right now. NBA player right now.
I don't know. Not right now.
I'd rather have him over Marvin Bagley III, and that kid overseas that they're in love with, who's just the next Steve Nash. Trae Young's going to be a superstar. Give him 3 years. He'll be in the All-Star game, perennial All-Star. He's going to lead a team to a championship one day. This kid is Steph Curry good, mixed with a little bit of flavor of Steve Nash. I'm telling you.
That kid he's done passing. My God.
I told you he'd be everywhere. Only if he had decent teammates.
I'm not debating. He's a good player. He's got a little growing up to do.
I love him. I love this kid, man.
It's hard not to like him.
It's hard not to like him. Team everybody likes. Skipping around a little bit, the Warriors, we'll end this before we go to a break. The Warriors' injury problems, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, little injuries here and there, Draymond Green, all this. Are you concerned with some of these injuries that are happening to the Warriors right now?
You have to be, because you watch this Warriors team. I think they're 2-4 in their last 6 games. Then you can tell that they're missing their studs. It sounds like 2 of them are Durant and Curry are coming back in the next week or so.
Yep.
And then, but Thompson, that sounds serious. Yep. He could miss playoffs. I mean, he's on his shooting arm. He fractured his thumb or something. That is a big deal because they got nobody who can replace him, at least not on their bench. They got Iguodala or whatever. Nobody can. They're not going to shoot the 3 like him.
He was like Iguodala, just brushed him off.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that point up about Klay Thompson because Klay Thompson to me doesn't get enough respect. So if Klay Thompson's out for the playoffs, trust and believe they'll probably still get to the Western Conference Finals. Trust and believe the Rockets will eat them up. I am concerned.
You think the Rockets are going to eat them up?
Yes, without Klay Thompson, because he's one of the best two-way players in the league.
Wait, did you say the Rockets are going?
Yes.
To? Oh, all right. Yes, I'm with you.
And here's my theory.
Yes.
James Harden. You can't tell me Kevin Durant better defensively. He's not going to guard him. Draymond, that's smart. I'm not going to lie. He'll be okay on him. But Klay Thompson, he's one of the best two-way players in the league. This guy could get you 20 points a game, and he could defend some of the best scorers. Now, I'm going to say this about the point about that 2 out of 4. Anytime Golden State, because they've been so dominant, anytime they lose 2 or 3 games in a row, I'm like, damn, what's going on with Golden State? They've been that dominant.
It's because they're not supposed to lose.
Yeah, Golden State's not. Like, to me, this is a bad year right now for Golden State.
It's a terrible team.
It looks like a terrible team. I'll take that.
Not a terrible team, but it's not their team that won. What did they win? How many games did they win? Like 60 or what?
It's always in the 60s, and before Durant got there, it was in the 70s.
Yeah. But I don't think this Rocket teams get enough love as they do.
They're not,
dude.
Man.
You know, they are the best offensive team since I use that NBA reference all the time. Since they've started keeping stats, however long it's been, 20, 30 years, whatever. They're the best. They're better than the Golden State team. They are the best offensive. They're unreal, dude.
And to piggyback off that, how many games? I can count on my hand. They lost like 4 games with Chris Paul and James Harden in the lineup.
Every game they've lost, those 2 haven't been in. So, I mean,
I'm telling you, the
they're
Rockets
real deal.
They're dangerous.
They're real deal, man.
James Harden's taking it personal.
He solidified that MVP race. Yeah. 42 points in that shot at the end of the game. My God, that was ridiculous.
Him and both Chris Paul both have reputations of fading away in the playoffs, not really playing up to the capabilities. This is the year.
I want them to win because of Chris Paul, man.
And this is the year that they're putting it together. They're motivated. I'm a big person on motivation. Now, there's skill. If you want to go by skill, technically the Warriors are the best team. They should always win every time. But it's that motivation that's driving the Rockets that's going to will them on. And I love it. I don't even care if the Warriors were fully healthy. This Rocket team's for real. I'm concerned. But back to the main point, I am concerned about the Warriors and some of the injury issues, mainly because of chemistry. And chemistry matters. I know they have Durant, who's unstoppable to guard. But if you're talking about long-term, no Klay Thompson, it's going to be
that's a big deal.
It's going to be a hell of an assignment dealing with the Rockets with one less defender.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather, his antics. We're going to get into the NFL. We're probably going to talk about Sam Darnold and how everybody wants him to go number 1, except for me.
Yeah, me too. I want nothing to do with this kid.
But you're listening to the Final Play on the Just Good Network. How's the video looking?
Do you call for a hot home-cooked meal?
You can go. Y'all can go ahead, Tom.
Mike's side? Okay.
I can't wait till Syracuse lose tonight, though. That was the worst
Got
thing.
the solution for you.
There is not a chance. Unless they hold Duke to under 40 points, there is not a shot in hell they're winning that game.
Yeah, there's no Syracuse tonight. Duke, baby.
Did someone call 1-800-SIDE-CHICK?
So if your girlfriend is stressing you out, give us a call at 1-800-SIDE-CHICK, and for $49.99, let us provide you with side chick relief.
Jansen!
Give me some hashtags. NFL, NBA, NBA,
Sports.
NFL Network, NBA TV, ESPN, Sports Center. Ball is life.
What the heck happens? What's going on with this?
CBS Sports.
All right, I'm about to do the 60-second countdown. Y'all still need some time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just let me know.
All right, I'm trying to figure out what's good with this.
All right, we're live on Twitter. We're live on all three now. Just let me know when you're ready.
All right.
What is this on? Twitter?
Yeah. What's okay? What's gonna be the topic? Play? Oh no, never mind. Don't do that because the algorithm. Yeah. We'll get copyright strike.
The system's acting kind of funny. But damn, man. Let's see what is going on. What is good with this? It just stopped out of nowhere. It's not good. Should at least be. Oh, I should share this shit. I don't know why this isn't working. How about now? Mic check 1, 2. Okay, now it's finally freaking working. Are you talking to the mic?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Mic check.
All right, that's cool.
What are you trying to do, Jansen?
I'm sorry, like it for some reason it would just stop out of nowhere, the audition, but we still have the second half of this show, so that's gonna be cool.
I mean, you could always add commercials in after. I mean, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not. It's just some of the first part. I don't know, something with this audition, but I think I have it going right now because we can see the levels now and we can see it's going at the same time, which is great. So we're about to bring it back in
Okay.
5.
Let's do 60 seconds. Hold on a second.
60 seconds? Okay.
60 seconds.
Okay, we are back. Final play on the Just Good Network. Let's get into Mayweather. Talk about him. He says he plans to start training with UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley Monday. Wow. He plans on starting training in the UFC. He applied for his license, his MMA license, so this is kind of getting real. Am I convinced he's going to fight? Is the question. There's no way in hell Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to fight in the UFC unless he could come out and distinguish his 50-0 boxing record and just say, look, I was 50-0, I'm done. Boxing, that's it. You could never take that away from me. Then he could go into MMA, lose, get beat up. I never see him get beat up anyways, but he could go and do what he wants to do. But Floyd has built his whole career, his whole marketability on him being undefeated, him not taking any L's. So the only way Mayweather comes back and fights in the UFC, which right now I'm at 50-50 in my mind, is if he comes out and he says, look, win, lose, or draw, I'm 50-0, which is technically in the boxing ring. You can't take that away from me. And if he could come out and distinguish that, then there is a possibility. What do you think, Keith?
Honestly, I don't even know why anybody is talking about this, because this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
It's serious.
It is. I don't understand. I'm calling BS on the whole thing. I mean, I don't even know why he would want to do this. He's 41 years old. He's not a spring chicken anymore.
Nope.
You can even tell in his boxing, even versus, like, if McGregor was a seasoned boxer, I mean, it might have been a little bit more competitive. I'm not saying he would have lost, but he's 41 years old. He's not moving around like he used to be, and his craft does not cross over to MMA. It's apples and oranges. I have no idea why he would want to do this. I mean, it just makes no sense. I mean, what you've made close to $1 billion fighting. Do you have another tax bill to pay, Floyd?
It looks like the bigger fight is between me and the chair. It just keeps going up and down.
Exactly.
That might be, you could probably sell that on the pay-per-view.
Exactly.
The way things are going. But I'm telling you, if the money's right and Floyd could distinguish what he could distinguish, this fight's going to happen. I'm going to say it in the camera right now. This fight will happen if Floyd Mayweather can be like
honestly,
50-0.
No sane.
This could happen.
No sane athletic commercial. Sane
He's gonna get
commission would sanction a fight, even with the bottom of the barrel MMA fighter. That's just my personal opinion.
They don't give a damn about that. They just care about the moolah, the money. They just want, if it's big money,
I understand that, but part of a sanctioning a fight, it has to be competitive. Can you honestly sit here and tell me that Floyd Mayweather would put a competitive fight against anybody in the UFC?
You asking, or is that happening?
I'm just asking. Do you think?
Damn right. Again, my theory, if Floyd Mayweather Jr. does not get taken to the ground, this fight is going to be competitive. Floyd Mayweather Jr. will be fighting in the UFC. Will he win? That's a different discussion, different story if the fight actually is put together, signed contracts. Because again, what I like to say, without a contract, it ain't really existed. So if Floyd Mayweather Jr. steps in the ring and somehow, some way doesn't get taken down with the hand speed that he has, the fight can be competitive. I believe. I'm ready for it, actually.
You're ready for it.
I'm ready for this. Floyd Mayweather Jr., Conor McGregor in the UFC. If the money's right, let's do it.
I'll keep my $100 to myself for that one.
Let's do it. Let's talk about somebody who needs to get paid, too. We're going to go to Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr., especially with JPP getting traded. Which I'm not mad about that. I'm not really a Giants fan, but I kind of like them a little bit because the Jets is like their neighbors.
It caught me off guard a little bit. I mean, I understand why they did it, but I mean, I don't see them taking a. That's a whole other topic, though. I don't see them taking a quarterback, though.
What about Odell Beckham? $20 million a year. How's that sound to you?
I don't think he gets $20 million now. I mean, he's a generational talent. Maturity has a lot to work on, man. A lot to work on. The market's also been set. You can use the Mike Evans contract as a barometer. And he was actually drafted ahead of Odell Beckham Jr. And I'm just saying, I don't see him getting $20 million a year. I don't see it. I think Antonio Brown is at his level, and he's at 17. If I'm John Mara, I'm not giving him $20 million a year.
If I'm John Mara, once he's healthy, I'm giving him $20 million a year, and this is why I'm giving him. First rookie to ever have 12 catches, 140 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns. In 3 seasons, in only his 3rd season, he was ranked 8th by the players in the league, 8th best player. This kid is a once-in-a-generational marketing tool, too. Highest Nike shoe contract ever. This type of stuff matters. Now, is he as good as Antonio Brown, to your point, who's making $17 million a year? Hell no, he's not as good as him. Is he as mature? Hell no. But it doesn't matter. Women love him, and that matters because what
does being a girl liking a girl have to do with being anything on the football field?
Let me explain. It matters a lot. Because now you got not just me watching the game, you got my girlfriend watching. Why? Because she thinks he's cute. That's more ticket sales. That's more people watching the game. And that's all that matters is ticket sales.
I'm a Giants fan. I'm not saying that we should trade him, but if the offer was right, I could say have at it. I'm overall.
My God.
Proposing to a kicking fence, pissing on the field on a touchdown.
See,
you got the video now of him with a girl trying to auction him off and doing blow on a credit card?
Wait a minute. You got to understand this, though. I seen the video, too. He was not smoking anything.
Oh, you're going to tell me that wasn't a blunt?
It was a blunt. Hold on 1 second, though. I'm going to defend Odell Beckham Jr. Just because you're around blunts all the time doesn't mean you smoking, okay? That's true. I'll be around blunts all the time. I don't want to say certain members because certain media people, I don't want to put them out there. But I'm around marijuana a lot, but I don't use it. This is true. This is real talk. I sit there, I look at it, I'm like, maybe, then I'm like, no. No. It always turns into a no. So Odell Beckham Jr., I know you do a lot of crazy stuff. I like it sometimes. I like controversy. That's why I liked Randy Moss. Randy Moss was a terrible teammate.
He was awful.
Terrible.
He was awful. But, hey,
awful.
You want to know what the difference between Randy Moss and Odell Beckham Jr. is?
He's older.
Randy Moss actually won a Super Bowl. Odell Beckham can't even catch a damn ball in the playoffs.
Hold on 1 second. I had to fact check you on that one. He didn't win a Super Bowl. Randy Moss did not win a Super Bowl.
He won with New England.
Nope. Remember they lost to the Giants. He wasn't
on that New England team before that?
No.
I could have swore he won a Super Bowl with them.
Matter of fact, well, we're going to find out before, even though I know I'm right, we're going to find out from our good friend Jennifer.
Oh, let's have
information. And she knows. She's a Patriots fan.
Absolutely.
She knows they didn't win from them. We don't even have to look it up. But we're going to move on to the next topic. Let's talk about Richard Sherman a little bit. He did sign that deal, 3-year deal worth $27 million. $7 million was guaranteed. Could he have got a better contract?
Sherman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have got a better contract. I mean, he kind of shot himself in the foot there. That was about as friendly as a deal as it ever... I see you in that chair.
Again, it's me versus the chair all day long, and I'm losing this war, man. It's ridiculous. But go ahead. I'm sorry the chair interrupted.
No, it was just, like, it's perfect for the 49ers. I mean, they only have to pay him, I think it was like $11 million in guaranteed money or something.
Oh, seven.
Is it? I thought it was up to 11 with different
with
bonuses and stuff,
that's
which
the
you'll probably get. But after this year, it seems like none of the $27 million. After that, they'd just be done with it. I think it's a great move for the 49ers.